working as a professional in Japan, I spend my weekends traveling with family and friends. I usually create cinematic videos using my passion for photography. Lately, I've also been posting videos for those considering tourism to Japan. This time, it's about Yakushima in Kagoshima Prefecture, a World Heritage Site in Japan. I was overwhelmed by the great nature of Yakushima when I first visited during my university years, and I visited again 2 years ago. In this video, I'll explain about the food I ate in Yakushima and some tips for visiting tourist spots. About Yakushima Island. Yakushima is an island located in the southern part of Kagoshima Prefecture. About 20% of the island is registered as a World Heritage Site, and over 60% of the year is the rainy seasons, which is a major characteristic. There are several ways to access Yakushima, but you always need to go through Kagoshima. From Tokyo, it takes about 2 hours to Kagoshima Airport, and from there about 35 minutes to Yakushima Airport, which is the fastest route. To get to Yakushima, there are options like near 2-hour high-speed boat or a 4-hour large ferry. By the way, I highly recommend reserving a rental car when in Yakushima. There are public transportation options like buses, but if you want to make a flexible travel plan, definitely rent a car. For accommodations, there are several hotels, but there are also quite few Airbnb listings, and I stayed in Airbnb both times. Shiratani Unsuikyo Ravine. Shiratani Unsuikyo Ravine is a relatively easy to visit spot in Yakushima. It's characterized by the fact that even those who are not confident in their physical strength can easily enjoy the primitive forest of Yakushima, including cedar trees over 1,000 years old. When visiting, make sure to bring slip-resistant shoes and a raincoat for the rain protection. Be careful as some trekking paths may be closed due to the rivers and waterfalls swelling on the rainy days. During our trip, we were also caught in fog. The roads are narrow, so drive safely. Along the way, we were able to see many wild animals from the car. Jomon Sugi, a cedar tree located in the center of Yakushima, is one of the island's most famous tourist spots. It is said to be the oldest and largest of its kind currently confirmed in the world. The size of the surrounding cedar trees suggests an age of about 7,200 years. Hence, it's called Jomon Sugi, a survivor from Jomon period. To see this cedar, you'll need at least 12 hours, so it's recommended to allocate a whole day for it. To get to Jomon Sugi, you must take the dedicated bus for 40 minutes and then trek 5 hours one way on foot. We left our logging around 4 AM and arrived at the bus stop at 5 AM. Buses depart every 20 to 30 minutes, but it's safer to arrive early, as buses can get full. The bus takes you to the trailhead and you start trekking around 6 AM. The first 3 hours are spent walking on the paved track. After walking for 3 hours, there's a rest stop. There are no toilets for the next 2 hours of trekking, so it's necessary to use the facilities here. The last 2 hours involve a lot of up and downs, but seeing Jomon Sugi at the end is truly spectacular and worth seeing at least once in your lifetime. To fully enjoy Yakushima, please also visit the hot springs. There are hot springs in accommodation around the airport and the port, and there are several hot springs that those staying in Airbnb can use too. We frequented the day trip hot spring at Hotel Yakushima. It takes about 10 to 20 minutes by car from the lodging we stayed, and the outdoor baths are perfect after trekking. The most delicious food I had in Yakushima was at this restaurant, Shiosai. It's a rice meal shop specializing in seafood, and we went there 2 days in a row. Located near the port, it offers delicious dishes made with fresh fish. Especially the kubiore saba is exquisite. Availability depends on the weather as it affects fishing, so it's a matter of luck. Be sure to ask the staff. Other Yakushima specialties like deep fried flying fish set meal were also delicious. Please give it a try. That's all for introduction to Yakushima and Kagoshima. If you want to experience more of nature wildness than the other previous introduction to Kohama Island, Yakushima is highly recommended. The rainy season is long, but Yakushima in the rain has its own unique charm. Be careful not to get injured and try trekking to Jomon Sugi. Links to recommended spot in Yakushima mentioned in this introduction can be checked from the description below. See you in the next video, and thank you for watching.